Hello and welcome back to Train Sim TV. We're back on Train Sim World 3 once more, and we're going to be taking another little look at the Birmingham Cross City route. Today we're going to do something a little bit different with it. We're going to take over onto one of the freight layers that comes with the route, and we're going to do a RHTT working as the leaf season is currently in operation as well. So we're going to do a short run. I've already found one. What we're going to do, we're going to do 3 Sierra 2, which is part 2 of this. So the first part you would take it out of the yard, but we're going to join part 2 here, and we're going to take it up to Birmingham New Street. We're going to go through in October on the month, back end of October, light clouds, and we'll do a little bit of leaf busting. So we'll get started. We'll get this thing loaded up. Hopefully I can remember how to set up the RHTT pack. Should be alright, as long as I flip the switch on the side. Right, drive with RHTT from Kings Norton to Birmingham New Street. Class 66 EWS RHTT model, so you get to choose a few different ones. I've gone for the actual RHTT one though. A weight of 360.9 tons, 4 cars in length in total. That's including the 2 66s on the front and back. 93.6 yards there as well. Right, let's get ourselves set up. So we've got a moment or two here, so it gives enough time to get out of the seat apparently. Put the bits and pieces on, get ourselves set up. Right. So if I remember correctly, switch to the side. We want to activate the controller, put the power on, engine start. I can hear them now on. I'm not going to turn any of this on yet because we're not moving. Hopefully all our lights are set up correctly. I know there's some issues with the 66 where the lights don't quite work correctly. So we've got them on there. Apparently, if we go into that one, I think if it's on this side you do it. Get this right. Put those into off. We should have tail lights. There we go. Well, that should be alright now. If we just check all the lights, we should be alright, hopefully. Just making sure the front lights don't have tail lights. No, they don't. I think it's just the way the lights are on. Double check. Apologies for moving around backwards and forwards, trying to make sure this ain't... Right, that should be alright, that. Right, so we are good to go. So, I'm going to take the brakes off. Also, I've got some central liveried 323s which I downloaded off the Creators Hub. It was very good as well, to be honest. So there's an odd one of them knocking around in between Western and Midlands Railway. Not obviously correct, of course, but why the heck not? Right, so we are now jetting, so... I'm hoping... There we go. We are jetting. Obviously, you need to do it when you're moving, not stationary, because otherwise you'd be cutting through the railhead, technically, in real life. Not going to do that in the game, like, but you've got to try and do things correctly. They're all lined up there. So you don't actually see them all lined up every time you drive past it. I'm assuming if you set it into like autumn mode, like autumn weather, you'll see them all lined up there. We do have a red up there. Presume we'll be waiting for a service to overtake us, I would have thought. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just turn all these off just for a moment whilst we're running at a slow speed, and we are going to be coming to a stop. Hope I would have thought coming to a stop unless the signal changes as we approach it, but treat it as a red. Because you never know. The signals are a lot better these days in TSW. So we've not got a massive lengthy journey. 4.8 miles to Birmingham New Street. Siding number 2 is where apparently we're ending this run. Nice autumn sun glint on the side of the unit there. The loco, shall I say. Back end of the train looks like it's in shadow, or it's off the shadow off that building, I think, actually. But it looks like there's some cloud or screwing under like the sun. Where's the sun here? Yeah, it's over there somewhere. So clouds are in the way. So look on the map where the other service is currently. That's there. So there's a 6-car set coming. It's just at the station behind. I think, is it Northfield? I think it is. I hope everyone's enjoying it. Whoever's picked the route up to now, anyway, I hope you are enjoying it as much as I am. I've really enjoyed my time up to now. This is the highest leveling route so far that I've had. The 323 as well is the highest ranking unit I've driven in such a short space of time, which is quite unreal for me. Yeah, really enjoying it. I did a varied mix of workings on my latest stream as well. You can still catch that if you just like recently watching this video. That is available to still watch. So if you want to see a few bits and pieces that we drove, we did a bit of night running, varied daytime stuff as well, different stopping patterns. Yeah, do check that out. But I've still got a few bits and pieces to do with this, so we will do a video on the Redditch branch at some point very soon as well, probably following up after this one. I just fancy doing a freight layer, show you guys what else you can do other than a class 323. Speaking of 323, here comes one now, or a pair. It's also got one of them Centros in there, so they do mix in randomly. I just sometimes download up little bits and pieces just to give it a bit of a splash of colour. Just changed it up a bit. And it looks really, really good. It might even feature on our next drive, on a video. We're going to be following that all the way through to Birmingham. Not too far as well on my masteries. Mastery level 1 is almost complete now. Did quite a lot of that on and throughout the stream. Level 2, I'm not sure what level 2 has in terms of tasks just yet. Haven't got that far. Once he clears, we should have the road, unless there's anything else coming. But I couldn't see anything coming like towards us, so shouldn't be too far once we get moving. So I'm currently sat under a little bit of cloud at the minute. Looks like he's still sat in the station. You just about see him over there. It's not just left us yet. Looks like he's just departing now, and then in a moment we should be underway. Depending on where the next signal is, just after that station. I'm not sure if there's one just at the end of the station or it's just beyond it, around the corner. I've started driving with HUD mostly off. I've kept the top bit on because I'm not overly sure on stopping patterns and stuff, so I've left that bit on. I know where Birmingham is, but where all the other stations are, I'm not overly just quite there with it yet. But yeah, the speedo is off. All the stuff to do with signals, I've turned all that off as well, and speed. So I'm trying to do it a little bit more professional, trying to sort of like learn where things are really, rather than having to rely on all the HUD. I think there's another service coming actually the opposite direction. So hopefully once he goes, oh no, we've been given the road, right? We're good. He'll be waiting. That's 15 over the junction. And what we'll do now is as well, we'll turn our equipment back on, do the right one. This is Kings Norton. That feature 3 is just about to go about now as well, so we've got out of his way just in time. We're not holding him up. And the sun's just come back out. It's nice. Currently, we have not got the road at this signal, so 45-mile-an-hour speed limit in force as when our rear end passes that speed bump, but currently we have got a red somewhere around this corner, so we've got the countdown. Actually, no, that's Sandite, isn't it? That's a Sandite board. The countdown ones are the white and red. But that is our red. Quite a long block, actually. That looks like through to Bournemouth. It will change just as we get to it. That's typical. That always happens. So from here to Birmingham it's about 16 minutes apparently, so it says at the top. Not sure I had a 3 and another 3 there. Well, I said this is actually quite dangerous of me doing a video without the HUD or anything like that. And following a unit. What's the worst that could happen? Put it this way, stick with me and see what happens, because it'll be uncut, I'll put it that way. Well, to be fair, if I go through a signal, it usually it'll dump you down to the menu, so the video wouldn't happen with a cutscene. This is the thing that worries me now, because I haven't got anything telling me where the signals are. So be careful. Because not every signal obviously has a repeater. Can't see the signals all the way. There we go. I can just about see it. It's hard to see. There's a chap in the community, I think Josh Rubio, who's doing some mods at the minute with the route. Apparently he's doing something to do with the signals, I think, where it's not so hard to see them when the sun's hitting them. Oh, that would actually help out, because it's very hard to see, and that actually sort of contrasting with the trees behind it. We are on the single yellow, so we're not going to come storming. I'm just going to take it easy, because obviously the service ahead will be calling at a couple of stations along the way. It's Selly Oak, University, 5 ways, and then into Birmingham. I think that's the correct order. And the correct amount, I hope. I've been driving the route all night, I should know. AWS is coming in now, so hopefully we have not got a red. I think I was just over there. No, it's still single yellow, so we can put a little bit more power on. Just to get it, keep it going, keep progress. How does the how do we look? Looking good. Looking good with the jetters on. Don't think we've got a signal at the end of this platform anyway. Can't see any ramps on the track, so keep moving. If we keep it at a steady pace, the 323 should get well enough ahead to give us a green signal, in reality. That's my hope and thinking of it anyway. There's no point absolutely racing at 40, 50 mile an hour, because all we'll do is end up stopping. And you guys don't want to see me sat at signals for 20 minutes or so, do you? That's your cue to say no as well. So you can say no in the chat if you want, in the comments below. Just me talking to myself like an absolute clown. Love this bit here where you have the Queen Elizabeth Hospital just in the on the background there on the left. Sets the scene really nicely, and perfect autumn weather. The rain is just setting in. Got a red signal. We have got a red signal. But at this point, we better be putting some brakes on, really, aren't we? Turn the jets off for a moment, just because we don't want to be tearing the track a bit. And again, look at that. As if by magic you come to a stop and the signal knows you're there. I do like this bit. It's really cool. Should have more track equipment and stuff like that, and engineering, like network rail style wagons. I'm gonna done some mileage. Not really sure actually, to be fair, if there's any reskins or any mods that put the actual branding on these. Should have to have a look. I've done an achievement as well for Steam. That's a rarity. The next station will be University. That will be approaching next. This unit actually isn't really getting overly far ahead of us either, so we are just sort of following. Good yellow. Typical autumn weather though. Set off as light cloud and it goes into a full-on rainstorm part way through a 27-minute run. It knows what it's doing. Have the brakes on. Just somewhere up ahead there is going to be a red, I would have thought, because that repeater is telling us so. Oh, it's just gone to yellow. Chasing yellows now, which is good, and at least not reds. 5 ways is the next station, just before we then drop down into Birmingham New Street. Again, siding number 2. So I presume it's a through road somewhere. Somewhere around here there is another signal. I think it's just at the end of the station, to be honest. We have got the road because the repeater's off, so we can power through. we'll get the brakes on it because the signals are quite close in this bit, I think. If I remember correctly, there's another one just around the corner somewhere. Hopefully keep it moving just at the right pace. It may. Oh no, it hasn't. The coactor's red. Because I've got a coacting signal. You can see they're on the left hand side there. However, I'm just going to pull up to it because I'm not sure if that's telling us we can go through or not. I need to just double check that. It's got a ground signal. See, there's indicator. So we are clear to go. Interesting signals. So there's something to do with, I don't know what that X means, but we've got the ground. We'll call on signals as long as we can proceed. So, and it hasn't dumped us to the menu at this point, which is good. So we'll turn wipes off now. When did you think you'd ever see me do a video about the HUD or anything like that to do with speed and speedometer and actually not go through a red signal and make an absolute mess of things? You didn't, did you? Well, it's just happened. We've done it all. We've done it all good. And we've kept to the right speed as well, which is rare. Anyway, so as we are approaching into Birmingham New Street now, to do this layer, you do need to have the RHTT wagon pack available off the Steam store. You need the route, of course, as well. Southeast nice speed, 66 as well. Everything else gets layered on that way. So you do need them requirements to do this. If you want to download that Centro livery, you can get that off the Creators Hub as well. That's in there to download. And the route link as well. I'll put it all in the description for you guys to have a look at. We're just going to go to siding number 2 and we will close this off. But again, I hope you've enjoyed this little run. Just something else you can do on the cross city route. It's not all about the 323. It mostly is, but there is other stuff that you can do as well. It's not all just one train. Very atmospheric. Very cool. I've enjoyed that. It's just something a little bit there for you. Anyway, at that note, as we come to the last signal and come to a stop, it'll obviously finish. So a massive thanks for watching this short video. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget, links are all in the description if you wish to have a look at all this that for yourself. That's the unit that was in front of us as well. Don't forget, catch us on Twitch on a Friday and Sunday at twitch.tv/trainsim_TV. And don't forget, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell for future videos from ourselves. We've got plenty to come for you as well, so do keep your eye out for them. Thank you very much for watching, guys. See you soon. Bye for now.